So before we get started with the video, I just want to let you guys know that the 10th anniversary of Teen Wolf is coming up next year. It's right around the corner. We have 3 months left in 2020, getting ready for the 10-year anniversary in 2021. So with these little pictures you see up here right in front of you, these were all self-illustrated by yours truly, myself. These will all be available on the store next year. Make sure you guys go check out the store. The link is in the description down below. There's other art you can check out on there, as well as other Teen Wolf content you guys may find interesting. And without further ado, without taking any of your guys' time, these posters will be up in 2021. And with that said, let's move forward with the video. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Jade's Corner, and in today's video we're going to be talking about Stiles versus Mason, the video everybody wanted me to do after the first Fantasy Fights video, which was on Beta Scott versus Beta versus Beta Liam. And you guys asked for it, and here it is, Stiles versus Mason. This video is probably not going to be as long because we're talking about humans here, so there's not really any extra abilities to really go over in this video, so I'm going to keep it as short as possible and yeah, try to make it somewhat entertaining for you guys. So without further ado, let's get into Stiles versus Mason. So I'm going to get into Mason first because Stiles has way more of a history than Mason does, so we're going to get Mason over with because Mason was in the show a lot less than Stiles was. So Mason, in terms of intelligence, he's up there, I guess. I mean, he's smart, but he's not really that smart, if you know what I mean. Compared to how long it took Stiles to figure out that Scott was a werewolf, with Mason figuring out that Liam was a werewolf, it took Mason pretty much until the very beginning of season 5 to figure it out. But with Stiles, it took him literally the very first episode of the series, like the same episode Scott got bit. Stiles knew exactly what was going up with him, so that's a point we give to Stiles. So yeah, Stiles is clearly smarter than Mason. I mean, Stiles is, if not number one, top 2 definitely smartest characters in the entire show. I think he shares that spot with Lydia. I don't see anybody arguing with that. So yeah, right off the bat, in terms of intelligence, Stiles wins. Obviously, Stiles is way smarter than Mason is. So let's get to fighting skills. Now, I think I'm going to give the edge to Stiles here too, because Stiles, we've seen him with the baseball bat, obviously. And, when he was using it against the Alpha twins fused, he had a pretty good swinging position, I mean, it's not stated that Stiles played baseball in the past, but you could probably tell because he swung that bat pretty hard against the back of their head, not gonna cap, even though the baseball bat completely freaking shattered. But he had a pretty good arm, not gonna lie. And he gave the bat to Mason and Riders on the Storm because he was leaving Beacon Hills heading for college. And Mason didn't really do anything with it. I mean, he tried to take on the Hellhound Howin, but then Howin really just burnt the bat, so it became useless. So, yeah, Mason's not really that good of a fighter, and he always usually ends up getting protected and saved by Scott's pack and Liam. So, yeah, Mason's not really that useful in terms of hand-to-hand combat. And on top of that, Stiles is now an FBI agent, so he now has training from the FBI and, you know, the police force department and stuff like that. So Stiles' fighting skills are probably way better than they already are throughout most of the seasons of the show by the time we get to the Wolves of War. So yeah, Stiles, I would say, way better fighter than Liam too. Now, in terms of skill, I would give the edge to Stiles once again. Now, the reason why I say this is because we've seen Stiles do many things where it requires an intense amount of skill within the earlier seasons more than Mason has in the later ones. I mean, Mason doesn't really do anything skillful. The most he does is, I don't know, help with finding out that Corey could see the Ghost Riders in season 6. That's all I can really recall for off the top of my head. As with Stiles, we've seen him, of course, figure out that Scott was a werewolf from day one. We've seen him help Scott finding his anchor. We've seen him help with the Kanema situation. We've also seen him solve the patterns and problems going on with the Rock and the Alpha Pack in season 3, part 1. We also saw him come up with numerous traps and deadly contraptions, even though he was under the influence of the Nogitsune and he was technically Void Stiles at that time. But still, it was the Nogitsune using the intelligence of Stiles, so we can't really knock that off the list too. So yeah, the fact that Stiles was smart enough to come up with a bomb, plant it in the police station and have nobody notice to the last second, and the fact that he was strong enough, or not strong enough, skillful enough to short circuit the electricity at the hospital and injure people, getting them electrocuted in later season 3, pretty deadly. And he also contracted the arrow trap that had that one arrow fly into Coach's stomach, chest area. So yeah, Stiles is really, 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 really intelligent and skillful when it comes to setting up traps and just being overall, creative with things. Mason, not so much on the other hand. But like I said, this video is not going to be too long. It's going to be really, really short. They're human, so I can't really get into extra abilities. If you wanted to, I guess, hypothetically get into extra abilities, we could talk about Void Stiles, and we can also talk about Mason as the Beast. But I think we'd all know who wins that battle. Mason with the Beast would absolutely destroy Void Stiles. But I would beg to differ a little bit, because Void Stiles, one, is older than the Beast, and he has more, I would say, experience, and he has way more hacks abilities and powers than the Beast does, even though the Beast is the most powerful werewolf in the entire show. I mean, that one's a bit of a tough one to answer, but that's only hypothetically speaking if we included their little extra, I guess, alter egos or personalities or powers or whatever you want to call them. So who would I personally think would win? I'm going to go with Stiles. Stiles is just overall way too much for Mason to handle. If they were fighting to the death on a one-on-one battle, Stiles would obviously use his intelligence to, isolate and, take charge and control of the situation. Mason, I think, would use his intelligence too, but with Stiles being so goddamn smart and with him having to figure out situations like this, I think that Stiles would come up with some traps, kind of like how he did with when he was controlled by the Nogitsune, and would come up with plans and numerous contingencies to deal with Mason, and he would just know how to deal with them. Even in this battle, we're gonna have them not meet. So Mason doesn't know Stiles. Stiles doesn't know Mason. They're meeting each other for the first time and fighting to the death, kind of like how Beta Scott was with Beta Liam. But even if that was the case, I still think Stiles would win 10 times out of 10. So yeah, that's all I really have for you guys today. Hopefully it was entertaining enough. I tried to make this as entertaining as possible. I know my voice kind of makes me sound a little bit bland, but it is what it is. I can't really change my voice, even though I can make it funny, like, oh my god, I can make it funny like this. But I feel I feel like that's doing way too much and being extra, but yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. This was a video a lot of my subscribers in the last video in the comments wanted, so yeah, I'm giving it to you guys. I do this for you guys, and I enjoy doing these hypothetical fantasy fights videos because I think that these would be interesting fights to happen if they ever did. So yeah, if you guys like this video, make sure you guys leave a like down hit the like button down below. Also subscribe to the channel if you're interested in Teen Wolf content and some of those posters that I showed at the beginning of the video. Those are the 10th anniversary legacy posters that I will be releasing in 2021 for the 10th anniversary of Teen Wolf, which will be absolutely insane because I will be live streaming and we will be rewatching every single season leading up to the 10th anniversary on June 5th and the release of my novel, True Alpha, the Alpha Werewolf. It'll be absolutely insane. So if you guys could do that, that would be greatly appreciated. Also turn on post notifications because YouTube always fucks you over and never lets you know when my videos are coming out. So make sure you guys turn on that bell notification, get notified when I post new videos whenever they come up, to be honest at this point, because I try to stick to a schedule and then I procrastinate and I get to it eventually. So whenever the videos come up, they come up. But also comment down below who you guys would think would win, Stiles or Mason. Like I said before, I go with Stiles always. But let me know down in the comments below. This is JH Corner. I'm going to get out of here. Make sure you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace, love, and positivity as always. I will catch you guys in the next one. Stay safe. Peace out.